welcome back to our second episode of Up Close and Personal. I'm your host, Shaun.
I'm Vivian.
And I'm Sasha.
So today we're going to be talking about workplace dress codes and how they've changed over the time and how it is for our generation and for future generations. So to kind of get started, I wanted to know what your thoughts are on current dress code policies at your workplaces and just any office places from hearing from other people.
Well, from what I know is that workplace dress codes are getting increasingly casual, and jeans are becoming more accepted. Especially I've heard in business environments, tech environments, it's become pretty laid back. The two places I work, one is a restaurant, so I have a uniform, and that's. I don't really like it, but that's fine. And in my office environment, I'm doing a lot of work from home, or there's no one in the office with me, so dress codes haven't really been a huge factor. I try to look kind of put together, but I wouldn't say I go above and beyond to look super professional. I don't think there's really a dress code, to be honest.
For sure.
Yeah, so for me, dress code isn't too much of a thing at my workplace. When I work cash, we have just our uniform, which is this horrendous blue. I don't know if you guys ever...
Nice blue.
It's a...
No,
you guys
it's...
actually have a uniform? I completely forgot.
It's a dark blue.
It's not dark. It's cyan.
Really?
Blue. Yeah. It's
teal?
No, not teal. It's a bright blue. I'll
cyan?
show you guys later. It's this blue collared shirt, and it's breathable material, which is great because I'm outside for 6 hours at a time, or 7 hours at a time.
Well, is it the penny material, or is it
It's sportswear material.
Okay.
It's what is it? Sweat absorbent? I don't know. I don't have too much dry fit. I don't have too much experience with uniforms, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen from my dad, he is in tech. And like you said, I don't know what office wear is. Because my mom works from home, my dad's in tech, and he goes to work in a polo and jeans.
Yeah.
It's not slacks or anything and dress shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, for some workplaces, even slacks and semi-formal dress boots would even be not considered up to par for some dress codes.
Really?
It's surprising, yeah.
Right, so...
So, anyways, because a lot of reports have shown that workers would actually quit their workplace over their dress uniform. And it's kind of surprising, honestly, because, like we said before, the tech companies, they don't have that sort of, strict enforced dress code, but compared to, other places where there is a dress code, maybe for uniformity or just to kind of show that, hey, we actually work here, a swimsuit, for example.
Yeah, I can't see that any of us would deal with that currently because, we're 17, 18. We don't have really, huge office jobs yet. But I can see, I kind of see myself quitting over that. I could see it being maybe frustrating if I was being called out on it because, obviously, if you have to wear formal attire every day, that's going to add up. Not everyone has the money to spend on that kind of stuff, and that kind of contributes too to going back to sustainability and creating more waste if you have to buy days for outfits for every day of the week that are hundreds of dollars. Right, I can see it being frustrating for some people.
For sure. Yeah, so to kind of add to that, I guess we'll talk about what we think would be our kind of preference sort of dress code. So there's multiple types of dress wear that we could wear in a workplace in the future. Some places, lawyers, will be obviously wearing suits all the time for professionalism, and there are places where you can wear slacks, which is kind of a business formal attire, and we have business smart casual, and even less businessy and more just smart casual at that point with jeans and a polo, Vivian, you mentioned. So what would be your preference with this kind of age of revolution in dressing and sustainable wearing?
Okay, I'll go. Let me just preference, I'm not laughing at Shaun. I'm really not. I'm laughing because I'm going into medicine. That's the plan for me. So There's no dress code. I just
lab coat.
Yeah, I
Well,
just
like,
wear
apart from the lab coat,
my
yeah.
lab coat. What other dress code? I mean, I'll have exactly lab coat and then like appropriate long pants. So I don't see myself getting upset over that. I personally don't like jeans. Jeans aren't comfortable for me. I don't think for most women, jeans are comfortable. They're laughing at the lawnmower, not at me.
You're right though.
Jeans aren't comfortable for
They're
women.
okay. I don't know.
I don't know about you,
they're
but
expensive. Good ones are expensive.
That is true.
Guys.
So yeah, like for me, I really do love jeans overall, and like finding a good pair of jeans can cost upwards of like $100 to get like a quality set of jeans. Mind you, they last for a long time, but like
Yeah,
I don't really have that.
my like. I am not a skinny jean lover anymore. Like those, yes, uncomfortable. Baggier jeans, like they're okay as long as they fit nicely and
right.
fit well, which, as we talked about on a different podcast, is hard to find. But yeah.
No, yeah, for sure. The only thing I can think of if I work at the hospital, usually they're long coats too, but if it gets really hot in the summer or something, which again shouldn't be an issue because you should be circulating your air very well in a hospital.
Yeah.
I'd hope.
You know, diseases and stuff. That's honestly the only thing I can think about considering what I want to go into in the future.
I mean, I would see that too, going into business, working an office job like that. It would probably get hot if I had to wear like pants every day.
Oh,
but
for sure.
but then like I could probably wear a skirt or a dress. Whereas Shaun,
Exactly.
it would be harder.
Exactly, like for men, you'd find that like an office job, you can't just, you know, show up in like, I don't know, like short shorts or like just shorts.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't wear
to, like,
shorts
a
to a
meeting.
workplace either.
Well, yeah, but like
Yeah.
for us guys, we can't just, you know, we don't have like professional
And like the
methods
jacket,
of wearing.
I feel like women wear jackets like the blazer too, but I feel like that's
They're
gonna
hot.
Get hot in the summer,
Right.
But
I meant
but-
the other hot.
Okay.
They look good.
Yeah, I'm like kind of.
Women in blazers.
I'm like kind of excited to rock some
I want to get a
power
blazer.
suits.
Power
you know?
suits, you know.
I want to get a blazer too for like
Yeah.
mass and stuff. I don't know. We're getting off. I'm getting off topic.
But like, yeah, so like
Blazers.
for sure, it's like
Cool.
it's a really interesting way of like where we're going with things, because at this point we're not actually working those jobs, so we can't really like attest to them. But for sure, like with sustainable wearing, we don't want to be buying like clothes specific for the job. Like you don't want to just buy a suit for your job unless you absolutely have to. It's kind of a waste, in my opinion. I don't know about your thoughts on that.
Here's something I never understood about office jobs specifically. Not like, okay, I understand like business jobs where I'm going off of movies where they have like the whole suit, they're all decked out because they're meeting other people, they're meeting partners in the company, the firm, whatever.
Right.
Like in law as well. Obviously, you have to look put together for the other person. But if you're in like IT or something, or something that where you're just in a cubicle every day, like you're not one of the higher ups.
You're working on a computer by yourself. Yeah.
Why is there such a dress code if you're gonna be seeing the same people every day? You're gonna have the same dress code. Might as well be comfortable. Like I'm not saying
use the clothes you already have.
exactly. I'm not saying come in like
Pajamas.
like pajamas or like sweats with stains on them. Like I don't I've never understood that.
Right,
I think that's
for
why
sure.
it's like a growing trend that people in tech and people working that way are dressing more casually.
Right, because they're kind of a new driven mindset
Exactly.
and forward thinking and things like that.
It's not needed.
It's
not
more independent work too.
Exactly. So, I mean, as we all know, the pandemic this year has been definitely a huge change. So, as for us, we don't really have like jobs working at home, but we had, I'm assuming, quite a few meetings for both school and just other clubs at school as well. Do you think that there was supposed to be like, should we obligate to like meet school dress codes, or should we be like dressing up for meetings, or
I for one did not meet school dress code.
School dress
I did not meet school dress code. I was in my chemistry class with a tank top, which I would have been sent to the office for, but I did not care. Most of the time I had my camera off, though, so I was in pajamas and in my bed.
They can't
That's
dress
fair.
code you for
In my
wear
home.
something at your own house that they don't like.
Well, they can't
That's
dress code
Crazy.
you,
Like,
but like
if you're naked, maybe. If you're just wearing something you want to wear, that
exactly,
is too distracting. It's like, what?
Right.
You're in your own house.
exactly. So you should have your own liberties in that method.
Well,
For
you should be
sure.
able to wear what you want anyways, but
But like there are like
another topic for another time.
exactly there are things like offensive language and offensive
Yeah,
imagery on
I get
certain
that. If you're
items of
wearing
clothing.
a hat at your own house on video call.
Like, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
For me, anyways, I personally wore hats during my meetings and my class
Yeah, Shaun's
conferences. My
beanie
beanies,
phase.
my beanie phase, as you might have known.
Yeah,
Uh,
for workplace, I feel like if you're working from home and you're on a call where you're expected to be on video,
Mhm.
yeah, wear a nicest shirt maybe. You don't have to wear pants. Like
Yeah,
no
like
one can
the-
see past
the
like your
movies.
chest.
The
So-
movies where one person wears a dress shirt and then is wearing like
Just their
boxers
boxers.
or anything.
I mean, no one's gonna see that, so
Exactly.
you still look professional technically.
Yeah.
Right.
And in the meetings I find, like through school and through
Mhm.
work, a lot of people don't even turn on their cameras,
That's for sure.
right? So I don't know if a dress code is necessary, really.
My dad, I've noticed on his like meeting days or days that he had conferences or whatever, he would dress up though.
Yeah.
Like he'd put on like a nicer shirt, and
Yeah.
then even the pants, even though they're not gonna see it. I don't know.
Same,
Maybe
yeah.
they make him feel confident.
I think
Good
it
for
goes
you.
back to like what we were saying in our other podcast about the pandemic, that clothing can make you feel more productive and ready
Right.
for the day.
Exactly.
Right.
Makes you more put together,
Yeah.
just personally and psychologically, for sure.
For sure.
So would you say like sustainable clothing, as in like purchasing clothing for office wear, would be an important thing stepping into the future?
I think sustainable wear is always important.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we do think it's a good idea.
Well,
I'm
like,
not gonna
I'd
say
love-
no. Don't be sustainable.
Of course, you wouldn't want to not be sustainable, but like, would you think that like, how could we possibly be better sustained, I guess, in going forward, like with buying suits or buying pieces of clothing that you can wear for multiple places
Yeah.
and
I
not
think,
just for your office?
I think, yeah, the idea of, like, I know we're talking about this for the podcast, about like capsule wardrobes and everything.
Exactly.
That's a good idea. Get pieces that you can wear like in different ways that are very versatile,
Mhm.
that reduces less waste, and you don't have to buy as much of it.
Right.
But yeah, then offices could also be a bit more lenient with people in letting them
Mhm.
wear what they already have, so then they can again reduce waste.
Exactly, for sure. We just don't want to see like that sort of like, I guess, unprofessionalism coming in, I guess, in the future, where like you won't be able to notice who's representing the company, if that makes sense. Like,
I guess so, but
because uniforms are they're uniforms for a reason.
I guess so. But also, it shouldn't be just the clothes you wear that show that you own the company.
That's true. Like, there's a big mindset driven where a lot of the CEOs are currently just sporting like
Yeah,
leopard printed clothing,
Just, like,
or just
sweats.
something
I think that's so fun. That is such a power move. I own this company, so I don't have to
Well,
do the
it's
dress
true.
code.
Like,
you do.
it shouldn't be about what someone wears that puts them in a certain position.
I think the only time that dress code is really necessary is against like inappropriate imagery, of course, because that is just not even not professional. It's inappropriate.
Yeah.
Motorcycle.
Nice trill.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
really it.
That and when you're meeting other companies and you want to uphold an image.
Yeah. I mean, I think that makes sense. Like, if you're meeting with other people, you have, like, a big deal to make or something really professional to dress well, but, I don't think that's a mandatory part of the dress code. I
Right.
think overall, people have the common sense to wear what's appropriate, and as long as it doesn't have like inappropriate imagery or anything, it's
or just
fine.
inappropriate clothing.
Right.
Like you wouldn't go to the office in what you wear to a club.
No. But also,
This
if I did, like, it's not my male coworkers' job to point it out, you know?
Yeah. I guess you wouldn't because it'd be uncomfortable to work in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, I guess as a final point, really, like, we aren't, like, obviously 25 or 30 where we all hold, like, professional jobs yet or, like, stable full-time careers yet.
Yeah.
But looking forward, would you think that you'd feel more motivated if you were wearing, like, something in a dress code of some sort compared to, like, just having complete freedom of what you wanted to wear?
Yeah. I think you can still express who you are while knowing, okay, I'm going to wear this to work, you know, and still feel comfortable and confident with yourself. But also I think we're moving in the direction where things are becoming more casual, and, you know, I think that's great, especially since we're working from home more. You can wear what you're comfortable in and still do your work.
There should be some rules, because there will be the asshole there that won't wear a shirt to work, and I don't want to see that. Like, guys, keep your shirt on. I don't want to see it.
We're not talking about nudity for this dress code.
Well, that's no dress code. That's anarchy.
I guess so.
So
I guess.
there
It needs
should
a
be
base
rules.
I
ground
suppose.
rule.
Base ground rule.
Basic
No
rule.
nudity.
Okay.
What? It's true. There will be that asshole. Always. But
That's
yeah,
fair.
some rule is good, but more freedom, at least from school. Like the strapless, that's so dumb. Why? But yeah, I think that's all we have time for today. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.